Well, this is a kind of a unusual video for me to do. At the time of recording this, I'm recording it in a private area. Yeah, it's me, the one and only Walter Alexander, owner, proprietor of Wrestling Wow. I don't usually do, like I said, videos like this. The only time I do videos where I'm really talking to everybody is my interviews. And, I haven't done that, one of those in a little bit, but, excuse me. I've been under the weather a little bit this week. But, talking about the future for Wrestling Wow, that's gonna be interesting. Well, at some point in this video, there'll be some wrestling in the background, so if my voice gets too boring and dulling, you can watch that while I talk. To say that a lot of progress has been made for Wrestling Wow is understatement. We're, as of recording this video, we are at 560 subscribers. Recording this on the Sunday before it goes up, so it'll be Tuesday when this goes up, so it could go up more. We could lose subscribers. I've come to realize that wrestling is a up and down kind of thing, so. But yeah, we just finished with our SCW Revengeance series, which is one of my favorite series I've done, going back through and re-uploading the episodes of my old SCW page. That was fun. What's next? I really don't have anything to really add to it when it comes to different series and stuff like that. I'm in the progress of trying to figure out something, so I might end up doing more of these kind of videos. I might end up doing more, just shorter videos. I haven't really decided yet. It'll be wrestling related, but when it comes to, when it comes to stuff related to Wrestling Wow, we have a championship now. The Wrestling Wow Southern Championship. Whoop. I'm doing this on my phone. I'm almost dropped my phone. We've got the Wrestling Wow Southern Championship now, and currently held by the one and only Jesse the Dragonheart. Shout out to you, Jesse. You are an incredible athlete, and I'm glad that you were the first one to win that championship under the Magnolia Championship Wrestling banner, which is crazy to say too, because I am helping run their shows in Pascagoula, Mississippi. We have another one coming up April 5th. Fight for Glory. Excuse me. Check it out on their Facebook and Instagram, Magnolia Championship Wrestling. Right now, just very happy to see what has happened so far. We had our first show back in February. A lot of things happened. Like I said, we crowned our first ever Wrestling Wow. Heavyweight champion, or not heavyweight, sorry, Southern champion. We crowned the MCW, the Magnolia heavyweight champion, and then my dad, my legendary referee of the area, Don White Shoes Cravat, come back and help main event a show, which was incredible. I'm kind of moving around. I can't stay in one place forever. But yeah, just real incredible stuff, and I'm really proud to have helped and been a part of stuff like that. So it's a lot. Sorry, I'm not trying to get emotional here, but I just had this conversation with somebody about hang on, I gotta blow my nose. I'm sorry. It's it's been a uphill battle for the last couple of years. For those who know me, my stories and my trials and my tribulations. Some committed by others, some committed by myself. Because I'm, as much as I like to portray myself as a entrepreneur and businessman, I've done some stupid stuff before. So, damn, I need to get some water. But no, just when it comes to it, Wrestling WoW has been one of my favorite projects to work on. And, we've got some interesting stuff coming up in the future. Hang on, I'm sorry. As we've got someone interested in either partnering with Wrestling WoW or buying it outright to be more than just a little, I would say, sideshow that we are. Because I know we are, the YouTube is doing magnificent. Our Facebook, our Instagram, Wrestling WoW, our Twitter, the TikTok could be doing better. So I'm talking with somebody about that. Next year we are looking, and this is just looking, to do a live Wrestling WoW Hall of Fame, seeing as I believe it'll be our 5th anniversary of doing that. I'll have to check just so that I'm not fibbing here, but when it comes to it, Wrestling WoW will have a live venue for that, hopefully next year. Here's hoping, knock on wood. When it comes to it, I want to do that, and I want to have a couple of matches with it, but, we'll see. This year's Hall of Fame will take place towards the end of March into the beginning of April. And as of right now, plans for other things such as it'll not be the top 25 coming at the end of this year. It'll be the top 50. We will have top 50. I'm not sure if I'm going to just do male or female or, a mixture of both. The original idea was doing a top 50 male, top 25 female, top 10 tag, and then something else. Obviously, Wrestling WoW Awards as well. I mean, that would be super cool. Just trying to continue working on the brand. Once again, everything is subjective. It is a Wrestling WoW / myself. If I say somebody's number one, that is subjective. I'm not gonna be like, oh, this is my words of the gospel. Everything I say is the truth. I mean, I'm one person. Number one for you might be number 5. They might be number 50. Number 50 might be number 1 for you. But you know what? Like I said, it's subjective. And when it comes to it, you just gotta, if you have different opinions and whatnot, make it known in the comments. And that's what we like to encourage and like to promote on Wrestling WoW. It's just, make your voices heard. Because I have no issue with critiques. I have no issues with, hey, you're not doing this right. You should do it like this. It just comes to a point of like, if you're making an argument with, like, you're making a solid argument with what you're saying, cool, I want to hear it. But if it's just mud throwing, oh, you don't know what you're talking about, nothing, blah, 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 we don't tolerate that. It's very much in the same vein as last year when I did my pro LGBTQ post and people were wanting to come on there and say that. And I was like, hey, thanks. Could you put the same amount of effort into, say, the men's mental health awareness? No, they couldn't. And that's, the hypocrisy of the world and the business. So, that being said, just very happy to be doing a lot and trying to be there for a lot of different groups. Wrestling WoW has made several articles for LGBTQ, Black History Month, upcoming, trying to do more stuff, trying to learn more stuff about different cultures and different groups in order to promote them in the wrestling business, because wrestling has such a diverse culture. I mean, you look at the top person, one of the top people right now, The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, Samoan, half Samoan, half black. One of the greatest performers in professional wrestling with such a cultural background. It's crazy. Like, he is in one of the biggest wrestling families there is on both sides. Um, his dad, legendary Rocky Johnson, like just you just it's crazy to think that. I mean, and then you have others in there who are, like you said, different cultures, different beliefs, different ideas. But before we continue talking about that, we're going to take a quick commercial break. We will be right back after these messages. The Diamond Mine Wrestling Academy is always accepting new students. With head trainer Scott Armstrong, if you want to train to be a wrestler, referee, or manager, come on down to the Diamond Mine. Don't let your dreams stay dreams. Turn them into a reality today. Because if you want to shine, you come on down to the Diamond Mine. Gotta make that plug. Another one of the big supporters that I have is my buddy Brent Ladner, the owner and promoter of Diamond Championship Wrestling. It's kind of ironic that I have him in the background of this, reffing one of his favorite matches, Joe Kane versus James Storm. Yes, that's a real match. It was awesome to be a part of with that. But like I said, we've been trying to diversify. Big words. No, but I'm sorry. I really should have done this when I was in a little bit better health, but it hindsight's 2020. When it comes to what else we want to do, obviously want to make more wrestling YouTube series, want to do more with the channel. I'm thinking about going through some of the old footage and just making some old I guess you would say new, Wrestling Wow old school or Wrestling Wow flashback, something like that with some of the old footage like you see here. Excuse me. Because we've got plenty of singles matches, not really a lot of they're just single matches, they're not any sort of series or anything. So I'm thinking about going through and making a couple of episodes just based off of those singles matches and stuff like that. We've got some from Diamond, we've got some from SCW, we got some from a couple of other shows, looking to be used. So, I mean, we'll see what we do with those. When it comes to what else is going on, a lot of people have been there for me when it comes to Wrestling Wow and have encouraged me and have continued to do stuff for me and be there for me about this stuff. I mean, Jack Passion, up and coming, former DCW heavyweight champion. I guess he's no longer up and coming. I would say he is, he is the right now, and he will be the present for a very long time. He's been super supportive for everyone. He's incredibly talented, but he's an incredible human being, and I very much respect him. Doc Silver, another guy who I've had a ton of time to talk to and just appreciate just the business. Sid, his wife as well, very lovely person to be around. My friend Leslie, another person who, as much as she can be a pain in the ass sometimes, I love her to death. My shout out, she's not gonna watch this, so I'm safe. But my roommate, she's been nothing but an incredible person to be around and just super supportive, both of my professional and personal careers. When it comes to stuff like that, man, it takes, they say it takes a village, and it's not just for raising kids, okay? Like, when you don't have, for those who don't know my story, to not have a good support group other than my parents for 2018 to 2021, it sucks. It's hard to bounce back from that. And, it's hard to believe in yourself after you've been told by several people, you don't have the talent, you don't belong here, you have to settle with looks like yours, stuff like that. That's not good for anyone to hear. Um, and I'm not gonna say that I didn't deserve some of that in some way of like, because I know how much of a pain in the ass I can be to myself. Um, to say that I probably was a pain in the ass to several other people, probably an understatement. But it comes to a point where even if somebody was being a pain in the ass to me, I wouldn't do that. And I'm glad to be in a better business where that's not tolerated. It's not tolerated at Diamond. It's not tolerated at Magnolia. It's not tolerated at a couple of other companies that I have worked for or work with. So it's good. It is good to finally be in a better situation for the wrestling business. So, that's what I wanted to say about that. When it comes to what the plans are for Walter Alexander, hang on 1 second. Hey. So as for Diamond, I'm not sure. I'll be at Synergy. Lost my opportunity at Gary the Rockstar Gable, that cunning, that, deceit. No, I'm just kidding. The Diamond Destiny champion, well deserving of that championship. Lost my opportunity at the pay-per-view, Mardi Gras Madness. What a full circle moment, no pun intended, for Magnolia. But for Diamond, in a company that several people told me that I would never amount to anything, that I would never draw anything, or I would never do anything successful in the wrestling business. And I'm on a pay-per-view, And I'm not saying we went to millions of households and all that. But it's like, it was a really good show, and I was really happy to be a part of it. And that's the thing. People want to say a lot about a lot of places, but honestly, if you don't know what you're talking about, you really shouldn't say anything unless you have the facts. Because there's a lot of people nowadays in the wrestling business that want to click up with everybody and say, "Oh, I don't." They want to be these these, as I like to say, anti-insert company here, hater lifers, where because my favorite wrestler doesn't like this company because it has some weird sort of heat, so I'm not going to like him, so the wrestler will like me. Like, it's not how wrestling business should be. But unfortunately, just nature of people. And when it comes to it, people are going to believe whatever they want to believe. You just got to go out there and show them that it doesn't matter, that you know who you are at the end of the day, and the people around you who you trust and who you care about and who cares about you. That's all that matters. Family, your good friends, and if you're religious, cool. If not, it's okay. Ain't nothing wrong with that. But as for me, my wrestling is going to be on hold for a little while. Walter Alexander's probably going to take a bit of a sabbatical, but you might still see me around. You'll definitely see me at Magnolia when it comes to, excuse me, doing on-screen officiating and all that. Just very much looking forward to being able to continue honing my craft when it comes to working with Magnolia and Chris Topher, Chris Rickard, however you know him as. Incredible person who gave me a huge opportunity to do this. Just passing it on. He got a huge opportunity to start in the business, and he hasn't looked back since. And neither have I. I see a lot of him in me, and I think he sees a lot of me in him. So, or him and me. But, it's been one heck of 6 years, I can tell you that. Almost 7. maybe 8. I had to go and look because I started in 2018. Math was never my strong suit. But no, yeah, when it comes to just good old professional wrestling, you know, what else can I say? I mean, everything's been going on so much. I mean, Tubi, I just watched the new Tubi WWE series. That's that's crazy that they're doing that. WWE Evolve. Um, I'm thinking about all the other stuff that's been going on and, local stuff. The AIWF has been growing. The NWA has been growing. I gotta blow my nose again because, good lord, this sickness is kicking my butt. It's okay. I took some medicine earlier. I should be kicking in. But yeah, um, well, I need to try to start wrapping this up because I've been talking and rambling and all that. When it comes to it, goals set for the next couple of years, I want to just keep building up the pages. Getting more followers, getting more likes on all the pages. At least for the Facebook, maybe about 200 more. For the Instagram, same thing. For the Twitter, 100, 150. Twitter's kind of a different beast, so that's different. TikTok, same thing. Um, I don't just post wrestling stuff on there. I post funny stuff and whatnot, so it's a little different on the TikTok. YouTube, obviously, I want to make 600 subscribers by the end of the year. I want to have another successful award ceremony at the end of the year. With the voting and all of that. I want to have different stuff on the page. More articles, more YouTube shows, more clips, more interviews, and that's on me to do. So I need to. Oh, I'm good. I need to hold myself responsible as well as other people holding me responsible to it. So yeah, we will get underway with that here soon. Hall of Fame as well for next year, but that's a next year thing. But I appreciate everybody coming out and listening to this. I know it's just me rambling a little bit, but sometimes I just need to talk. So I appreciate everybody who came out to listen. Y'all are a lovely bunch of people. I really appreciate the support that you have given Wrestling Wild this past, God, it's almost been 6 years. And until next time, thank y'all for watching Wrestling Wild. We'll be back with something soon. I can't promise if it'll be wrestling related, it'll always be wrestling related, but series, shorts, whatever that is. We'll see you next time with it. Peace.